Chapter 771. Lord Vice Envoy. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Scoundrel, where are you trying to run to? Dragon Commander Yecha led 3 immortal zombies as he flew in the air. They were very fast, as if like lightning. The person they were chasing was none other than Feng Ge. He disguised himself as an immortal zombie and tried to mix into Northern Plains Zombie Alliance. But at the last moment, he was blocked by the downmarked door at the discussion hall entrance. Because of this, the secret that he was not a Northern Plains immortal zombie was exposed, and Dragon Commander Yecha, one of the 3 leaders of Darkflow Giant City, personally went after him. Suddenly, Feng Ge stopped his movements. He turned around and looked at the pursuers, smiling as he said, "Are you having a hard time chasing me? Why don't you stop? I just have a few questions. If you answer me truthfully, I might spare your lives." "What?" The immortal zombies flew into a rage. "Scoundrel, you will not be able to escape. You dared to scheme against us, worm," a brawny male immortal zombie said in a malicious tone. "There might be a trap." A female immortal zombie immediately used her investigative method, scanning the surroundings. Almost at the same time, the female immortal zombie's expression became stupefied. She screamed in shock. 3 Central Continent goo immortals appeared, together with Feng Ge. They surrounded the immortal zombies in a circle. Feng Ge laughed lightly. He got rid of his disguise and restored his original appearance. His rank 7 goo immortal aura emanated with no room for doubt. The immortal zombies were all stirring anxiously. "Rank 7 goo immortals! Dragon Commander." Yecha's face was grim. He tried to raise the morale. "So what if it is an ambush? We both have 4 people. The numbers are the same. You are a rank 7 goo immortal, but I am also rank 7. Do not think that immortal zombies have low battle strength. We just refuse to do unnecessary battles normally. You goo immortals from another region are really daring. You dare to target Northern Plains Zombie Alliance? That's right. Don't think I'm afraid of you. A battle it will be. You are all challenging our zombie alliance. Have you thought of the consequences?" The immortal zombies spoke. They were united as one. Feng Ge clapped as he smiled. "By now, your letter to request support should have reached Darkflow Giant City through your blessed land, right?" As he said that, the other 3 immortal zombies' facial expressions changed. Even Dragon Commander Yecha's gaze flickered. Immortal zombies were in an awkward state. If they could avoid battle, they would try to do so. This place was not far away from Darkflow Giant City. Thus, the moment the Central Continent goo immortals appeared, the 4 immortal zombies sent the information back. This was not because they were afraid of dying, but rather, why would they not ask for reinforcements if they could? The more people there were, the greater their advantage. Even if they battled intensely, they would suffer fewer losses, and the benefits after the battle would be higher. Those who could become goo immortals were astute people. Even a battle maniac would not fight brainlessly. If that was really the case, even if they became a goo immortal, they would not live long. Feng Ge looked at their expressions and cupped his fist as he praised, "Your esteemed alliance's Dao-marked door is truly impressive. I am full of admiration. Even though I have heard rumors about it, I wanted to try it for myself. But the Dao-marked door was left behind by a predecessor. Now that I am here, I have the confidence of taking all your lives before your reinforcements arrive. I am sure that you have already noticed, even though this area seems normal, it is a battlefield killer move, isolating us from the outside world. I'm afraid your letter will not reach the Alliance after all." The 4 immortal zombies' expressions changed again. Feng Ge sighed. His tone became more gentle. He spoke with a sense of sincerity that could move people. "I have a soul-searching method, but I do not have the intention to kill you. If you cooperate with me and speak the truth, I will let you off intact." Those are big words. "Let's see your methods first." Dragon Commander Yecha interjected during Feng Ge's words. If he continued speaking, the morale that he had built up might fall apart. Other immortal zombies might give up, but Dragon Commander Yecha had a high status. He had his concerns. If he gave in without even trying to fight, his reputation would be ruined. How would he command his subordinates in the future? How would he remain as one of the three leaders of Darkflow Giant City? Dragon Commander. Yecha charged out first. The three immortal zombies behind him split up, towards his left, behind him, and to the right, instantly forming a simple diamond formation. Feng Zhuge's smile was unchanged. Nevertheless, he retreated in relaxed fashion. His opponents were too weak. He did not have the desire to fight. From his left and right, two Central Continent Goo immortals laughed and attacked from either side. An intense battle of 2 against 4 unfolded. The Central Continent Goo immortals were having the upper hand, expanding their advantage as time passed. Even though Dragon Commander Yecha furiously roared all the while and fought back bravely, he could not reverse the situation. But from start to finish, the two battling Central Continent Goo immortals did not lose control over the situation. After 15 minutes, Dragon Commander Yecha's face turned dark. He stopped the fighting. The other three immortal zombies had little battle intent remaining. They showed a faint expression of fear. What questions do you have? As long as they do not infringe on the core benefits of my zombie alliance, ask away. Dragon Commander Yecha said coldly. A wise man submits to circumstances. It is good that you have such an understanding. Feng Zhuge's smile became wider. He asked, I need to know about immortal zombie Sha Huang. Sha Huang? Dragon Commander. Yecha was stunned. That immortal zombie who just joined. The female immortal zombie behind him said, Oh? Feng Zhuge's eyes flashed with joy. He asked earnestly, I would like to hear more. At almost the same time, another intense battle was coming to an end. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Fairy Zhang, Yu, and the others had injuries as they breathed heavily, in a rough state. It was due to my inferior skills you captured me today. You are free to kill me at your own convenience. But if you want my immortal goo or immortal materials, you can keep dreaming. Trapped in the middle, Qinbai Sheng, who failed to escape, was bathed in blood as he maintained his final stance. Fairy Zhang Yu smiled bitterly as she shook her head. Lord Vice Envoy, we would not dare to take your life. We have said it already. You are our leader. Qinbai Sheng's face was cold as ice. He was very alert. Nonsense! In order to obtain my immortal goo and immortal materials, you are making up such a terrible lie. Do you think I am a child? Lord Vice Envoy, you are a member of Shadow Sect. The reason why you cannot remember things is because your soul was modified. Fairy Zhang Yu explained patiently. Bullshit! Qinbai Sheng rebuked angrily. Even if something was done to my soul, it is precisely my own soul. How can I not detect anything wrong? When you make a lie, try to ensure it's convincing. Fairy Zhang Yu's smile became even more bitter. The black-robed Goo immortal said, Lord Vice Envoy, think of this from another angle. We are not stupid. Why would we use this lie out of all excuses? The reason why your soul looks like it's unmodified is because we used our sect's supreme methods. Even a rank 9 Goo immortal cannot find any issues with it. But there is a problem because the person himself cannot detect it due to the perfection of the modification. As time passes, he would become another person entirely. Lord, you had personally designed this plan from the beginning. I had warned you that this was dangerous. After all, Lord Envoy himself was a great example. But Lord was insistent on this. You said that to deceive the enemy, you need to deceive yourself. Inside the soul path immortal goo, your remnant soul is inside. As long as you fuse it into yourself, you will learn about the truth. Fairy Zhang Yu said, taking out a soul path immortal goo. Isun Qinbai Sheng looked at this immortal goo silently. Fairy Zhang Yu continued, Actually, Lord Vice Envoy, you must have noticed. In the battle earlier, we did not use any fatal methods. Even when you injured us heavily, we did not have any intention to kill you. I'll give this immortal goo to you. You can inspect it yourself. The soul path immortal goo flew slowly, landing in front of Qinbai Sheng. She really gave it to him. Shi Songzi, who was at the side, watched in shock. He Chung was expressionless. He healed his injuries as he watched. Qinbai Sheng was extremely alert. He used many methods to inspect it. After confirming that the immortal goo had no issues, he placed it in his hands and looked into it mentally. Soon he realized that there really was a lump of soul inside this immortal goo. Furthermore, this lump of soul vaguely seemed to have a close relationship with him. Qinbai Sheng hesitated for a moment before chuckling. He squeezed with his fingers and broke the immortal goo. Scoundrels! This method was your trump card, right? Even using all my knowledge and experience, I could not see any flaws. But your attempt to trap me, even with your glib tongues, will end in failure. This, Songzi shouted reflexively. He felt heartache. This was an immortal goo. He actually destroyed it. He Chung was a little surprised towards Qinbai Sheng's action. He couldn't help but feel a sense of admiration. This was absolute self-confidence that could allow this action of his. Even in a desperate situation, Qinbai Sheng's confidence towards himself had never wavered. He Chung thought to himself, if it were him, facing such words from his enemies, what would he choose to do? Lord Vice Envoy, you? The black-robed goo immortal shouted. He became anxious. How will we salvage this now? No worry. Fairy Zhang Yu's lips curled up. As expected, Lord Vice Envoy understands yourself best. If this was any other place, when the immortal goo was destroyed, the soul would dissipate. But thankfully, we spent a lot of effort and moved you here. Where are we now? Qinbai Sheng shouted as he asked. The surrounding fog was thick as Fairy Zhang Yu waved her sleeves. Wind blew as they scattered, revealing a mountain wall. Qinbai Sheng, He Chung, and Shua Songzi realized that they were in a valley now. Luopo Valley? Qinbai Sheng took a few glances and his heart jumped. As expected of Lord Vice Envoy, Fairy Zhang Yu waved her sleeves. Countless goo worms flew up from the valley, using an immense number of White Lotus giant silkworm goo as the foundation. They formed a super goo formation. The goo formation activated, the force in it shocked He Longzi, He Chung, and Shua Songzi. Ah! Qinbai Sheng shouted in pain. After a dozen breaths of time, everything ended. Tens of goo worms, including a good number of immortal goo, flew up from the valley, returning to Qinbai Sheng's immortal aperture, like birds returning to their nest. Qinbai Sheng regained his full strength. Finally, I am back. Qinbai Sheng looked at his hands. He said in a low voice, his expression was cold. Subordinate pays respects to Lord Vice Envoy. Congratulations to Lord for returning safely. Fairy Zhang Yu and the black-robed goo immortal knelt on the ground, while He Chung and Shua Songzi bowed slightly. Only He Longzi was still acting rebellious, crossing his arms and watching coldly. Qinbai Sheng recalled everything that happened, snorting coldly. Feng Zhuge, I will remember this. Sooner or later, I will settle the score with you. Zhang Yu, you only found these people? Just them alone will not be able to take down Langya Blessed Land. I have performed poorly in this task. Fairy Zhang Yu rapidly lowered her head and admitted error. He Chung and Shua Songzi's expressions changed, but He Longzi opened his mouth and showed his sharp teeth, growling, Qinbai Sheng, never mind that you are acting so mysteriously, you actually dare to look down on me?